Two sides who met at this stage in 1965 and 1970, both times Leeds winning after a replay. A crowd of 55,000 adding enormously to the atmosphere of the occasion. Those are the ones inside with tickets. If they hadn't got a ticket, they had to take to the trees. The Leeds side, Alan Clark passed fit during the week. It's a strong and experienced side. Paul Reaney, for example, played in both those previous semi-finals in 65 and 70 against Manchester United, and Peter Lorimer will be their substitute. Manchester United, no problems at all for manager Tommy Docherty, a full-strength side, and of course it's virtually the side that took United to the final last season. But there is one important change, because a man who's given an added balance as well as penetration to the side in the past few months is in fact Jimmy Greenoff, the striker they brought from Stoke City. He presents quite a danger to Leeds United, and a man who's always a danger is Alan Clark of Leeds, even though he says himself he's not quite 100% fit. Referee Tom Reynolds, formerly of Swansea, now a hotelier in Wiltshire, and now we're all ready for the start.
Pearson. Very difficult indeed for players to judge the ball in this gusty wind. Coppell, and the two Greys are after him, Frankie and Eddie, and a throw to Manchester United. Black clouds over the hills above Sheffield, and judging by the flags, the wind is bringing them this way. Coppell, and a corner. First one of the game. So Hill with this corner, as Leeds organise themselves in their penalty area. On the wind, a back header by Houston, and Jimmy Greenoff! The break they wanted, with 8 minutes gone. There's the corner from Gordon Hill. Houston's beautiful back header. A missed kick there, and the number 8, Jimmy Greenoff. The long kick from Madeley, the wind there, Frankie Gray right in there, Clark right in there. Goal kick. Brian Greenoff, Macari. Crowd enjoying that, at least the Manchester United area is. A throw to Man United. Greenoff. Hill planted high and hopefully forward. Oh, that time Pearson won it in the air, and it might come now for Coppell. That's the second one, a brilliant goal for Manchester United. Stevie Coppell. What a start. 15 minutes of a semi-final. When you're all knotted up with nerves, there's nothing better than 2 goals in the first 15 minutes to make you forget them. Pearson winning that well in the air from McQueen, and as it comes through here to Coppell. Well, they're the silent men from Yorkshire. Their side 2 down. Pearson's header. McQueen, Frank Gray, Curry, Clark, Eddie Gray. Played on for Alan Clark. Now this is a chance for Leeds. Oh, and Clark of all people missed it. Well, 2 United defenders went for that, and here's Eddie Gray. Nicol getting in a bit of a tangle there, and Gray with a little chip. Can Jordan get in there for that one? He can't, but can Curry? Oh. Rain coming down really heavily now into the faces of Manchester United, but they really haven't a care in the world. Pearson, Coppell, flicked on again this time for Macari. McQueen right there, and somehow Macari got it back well. Hill, oh, and Stewart had to get down. The virtue of never feeling that the ball is out of play until it finally crosses the line. Curry lifting it high there again towards Jordan. Well, Coppell only kept that in for the benefit of Frank Gray and Leeds United. Here's Hampton with the cross. Cherry didn't get a header to it, but Curry did. Now will it come for Eddie Gray? Hit that well as he had to first time, but it was always going over. Curry with the throw. Clark. A touch for Eddie Gray. Onto the right foot and Buchan. Well, I think his heart was a flutter there. Well, there'll just about be time to take it and not much more. Curry curling it in again. The back header by Clark. McQueen right in there. And Cherry right in there. Oh, and it was put behind by McQueen. And that was a golden chance again for Leeds United on the stroke of half-time. It was impeded there by Jordan, knew just what he wanted to do. Nicol finding Stuart Pearson. Jimmy Greenoff's waiting in the middle, and so too was David Stewart. Jimmy Greenoff, beautiful ball played for Sammy McElroy. Pearson's waiting in the middle. He tried to turn it back for Coppell, and Cherry had done a beautiful shadowing job on Coppell. They just cannot get it away. United coming at him again. McElroy once more. Now Hill. There's the cross coming in. Reaney away for Leeds. Quarter of an hour, second half gone. And no break in the onslaught yet for Leeds United. McElroy turning it back to Jimmy Greenoff. Houston blasting it, deflected, and it finally came through to Stewart. Played into the path of Cherry. Interesting, 2 against 2. Jordan is the other one, and here he is. Now, if he can get past Nicol, just look how... Oh, penalty! Penalty! Nicol has brought down Jordan, and Leeds now have a chance. This is the incident. Jordan getting past Jimmy Nicol, and that's what brought about the penalty, bringing him down. And now Alan Clark, who scored from the penalty spot last Saturday against Ipswich, now has one of the most important kicks of his career. I remember a World Cup penalty he scored for England in Mexico and against Poland at Wembley. A cool head, a sure shot, and sure Leeds need it now, and they've got it 2-1. Man United bringing everybody back, and Curry is onside, but Stepney there a fraction before him, but they still haven't got it away, and the ball not out of play. Curry for Leeds. Hill, Greenoff, and Reaney. Oh, he missed his chance. Hill, and Stewart was down. McElroy. And Stewart bounced very awkwardly in front of him, and there were 3 Manchester United players within 2 yards. Now can Curry engineer something here? He can, a great shot just over. McQueen, Hill, interesting ball because Pearson can get to it. Closing in on McQueen. Leeds getting men back. There's Pearson with a shot. Oh, and he had to fist that away. No penalty. Pearson back for Coppell. Whistle gone, free kick to Leeds. Tremendous shot there by Pearson. McElroy again with a throw, and he took it a lot quicker that time, you'll notice. Here's Jimmy Greenoff. Back to McElroy again. Well, is this the moment? No, it's not. Stewart's there. And a quick throw is going to release Peter Hampton. And those victory chants are beginning to build amongst the mass of Manchester United fans now. The red and white scarves are being twirled. The banners are being waved. And the Leeds fans are getting ready to accept defeat. So Leeds with a throw. Curry with a long throw. Clark trying to get the header in. It'll come for Cherry, who's hit it too high and falls to the ground. job to do, and that's to blow the final whistle. But here's Coppell now for Manchester United. They'll want to keep the ball at that end of the field. A throw to Leeds. Cherry with it. To Lorimer. Time added on for injuries, and time wasting now amounts to 2 minutes. Lorimer takes it up again for Leeds. The long ball if Gray can get to it. But it's skidded away from him. And that could well be the last chance, and it is! Manchester United are through to Wembley for the second successive year. Their players embrace each other as you look at the delighted Manchester United fans. Scenes of joy from the men in red, who worked and worked and worked to build that winning lead in the first half, and saw it whittled away by the penalty in the second and had one or two moments that scared them. But a look at those scenes of joy from United, who badly want to repair the damage to their pride and make it up to their fans for that defeat in the final last year. Now they've got that chance, with the goals coming from Jimmy Greenoff and Steve Coppell in the first 16 minutes, and Alan Clark from the penalty spot for Leeds in the second half. As they go off the field, Leeds 1, Manchester United 2. That is the score in this semi-final at Hillsborough.
Jimmy, it's a daft question, but how are you feeling, mate?
Well, that's it, like you said, it's a daft question. I'm just over the moon. I thought I was fated never to get to Wembley in an FA Cup final, and it's finally happened. I just can't believe it.
Because the extraordinary thing is, you've played on 4 losing FA Cup semi-final teams. It's almost a dream come true, isn't it? It
is, and when they got the penalty, I thought, aye, here it goes again, you know. It's going to be another replay and get beat in the replay, but no, the lads held on tremendous.
You got off to this dream start, of course, a goal from yourself and one from Stevie Coppell, and that was just the way that Tommy Docherty planned it, wasn't it?
It was, exactly. We set off just as he wanted us to, and I don't think he could have asked for more.
And then came the penalty, the Leeds penalty you've spoken about, the foul on Joe Jordan, but was it a penalty, do you think, or not?
I couldn't see it. Someone ran in front of me just as Jimmy Nicholl tackled him. I couldn't see it.